watching the road to Irvine from Azusa Pacific. Now let's go check out all the races in our men's and women's basketball.
We start on the women's side with a shout out to Lilia Mayo. The senior, hailing from Oahu's west side, became Chaminade's all-time leading scorer. And she dropped 15 on FPU, including this three-point play in the final seconds, as the Silver Swords took down the Sunbirds 79-76, as both schools look to bulk up their win column to crash the Irvine party. We got a shout out to the islands. Now let's send one to Marin County, home of Sandra Ikeora's Dominican Penguins. The 5'11 junior has the hot hand right now, putting up 34 points at Dixie State in her second straight 30-point effort. One team that didn't miss a step this past week was, of course, the team at the top. The Lancers survived APU's late run and followed up with big home wins against Concordia and Academy of Art to remain unbeaten. The Cougars would drop another one a couple nights later to Art U. So does APU survive the cut this week? If the women's bracket were released today, here is what it would look like. With CBU, the number 10 team in Division II, sitting at number 1. At 9 wins and 0 losses, currently on a 15-game win streak. Wow. Right behind the Lancers is the Sharks. 8-1 HPU has cut the nets down once in Irvine already. No doubt Coach Reed Takatsuka is eager to see it happen again this year. In third is 8-2 Point Loma. The Sea Lions, though, dropped their last one this week, 65-74 to Azusa Pacific. The Cougars badly needed that one, but will it get them in? In fourth is Academy of Art, who's a solid 6-2, 10-6 overall, after losing one of the most heralded classes in Urbanite history to graduation last year. In fifth is NDNU at 6-3. Do not sleep on the Argonauts, who move up one spot this week. And in sixth, yes, they get in. The 6-4 Cougars cut down the nets last year and have the capability to do it once again. To the men's side, it's hard to start anywhere else, but with a name his opponents have certainly gotten tired of. Michael Smith. The dominant guard became Cal Baptist's all-time leading scorer this past week in a 23-point win at Concordia, just 2 nights after dropping the same on Azusa Pacific in a jam-packed, raucous Felix Event Center. And speaking of Azusa Pacific, the Cougars went 2-1 in their homestand this week, including a win over Academy of Art, who nudged the Cougs out of the bracket last week. One team trying to cement its place in Irvine is the Sea Lions. Point Loma upset last week's number 1 seed Dixie State this past Saturday, snapping the Trailblazers' 6-game win streak. In a contest between teams fighting to stay in the picture, Fresno Pacific wore down road-weary Chaminade in a double overtime 112-108 victory with 13 three-pointers and junior Mike Crawley's 27 points and 12 rebounds. The team set the record for the most combined points in PacWest history at 220. The last time that record was set was 2 years ago by BYU Hawaii and Academy of Art, who combined for 219. The Silver Swords still went an impressive 2-1 on the trip, but how will that loss affect their bracket standing? If the men's basketball championships were to start today, Hawaii Pacific would be at number 1. At 9-1, the Sharks are coming off a 3-0 sweep through Northern/Central Cali to unseed last week's top placeholder, Dixie State. HPU has ascended to number 14 in the national rankings, so 2 PacWest schools in the upper echelon of Division II right now. In number 2, it's the country's number 5 team, California Baptist, 8-1 and 16-1 overall. In third is Dixie State, after dropping its second game in PacWest play to land at 9-2. Team number 4 is Chaminade. Despite the loss at FPU, the Swords picked up 2 pivotal wins on the road to elevate to 7-4. The 5th seed is Point Loma with a 6-4 record. And just like on the women's side, the 6th seed is Azusa Pacific with a 5-5 record and a little 2-win hot streak of its own.
That's the road to Irvine for this week. Now, if you want to check out all our latest standings and stats and everything about PacWest basketball, head over to the PacWest.com. That's thepacwest.com. And that's where you can learn everything about our March 2nd to the 4th PacWest tournament at Irvine. This is White Cuarto saying, see you at the games.